Hi everyone, so welcome to the channel. This is my new channel. I've not even decided on my name yet, but we'll see how that goes. I'll have a think. But basically I've been waiting a long time to start a YouTube channel. I used to have one years and years ago, but I stopped uploading and stopped posting, and I maybe had around 80 subscribers back then. It was a mix of, it started off as a skateboard, scooters, like skate park channel, and I made lots of edits. Because I always had this creative drive to produce things. I liked art as well, photography. And I've been waiting a long time to start this up again, and I thought, there's no reason not to. I've seen quite a lot of people on YouTube do it, most notably Once Faded and Why Learn. I really like their channels. I'll put their channels on the screen. And I thought I'd have a go. This is going to be quite unpolished at the start, but I want to give it a go and just improve my videos as I go along. The videos are going to be voiceover gameplays like this one. So going through some games that I like to play, some old ones, some new. My most notable will be Star Wars Battlefront, Battlefield 1, Red Dead 2, Skate 3, maybe some FIFA, maybe some old Call of Duties, but we'll see. I just want to try out this format, and basically the goal is just to share my story, share my experiences, and hope that it can connect with some people, because I see that on their channels they get quite a lot of engagement from people who relate to their stories and what they talk about, and I'd quite like to just do that for myself and just see if anyone can relate to these stories. So the main topics are going to be basically just like going from my late teens into mid-20s, and just the various challenges that I've went through and experiences that I've had, personality changes. Sure, there's just those relevant sort of topics that might be relatable to people. I think the main thing I want to talk about is sort of life adjusting from university to being a graduate, entering quote unquote the real world, and the challenges that come along with that, and how my view of the world has changed, the lessons that I've learned, the reality as well of trying to find a job after graduating from a top university. I think that can be quite relatable. I see a lot of content on that, people struggling to get jobs related to the degree, so I'd like to talk about that. Also facing some health challenges in my late teens, and the issues that posed when I was a student, and things like socialising. And I'd also want to talk a bit about maybe finance, personal finance, because I watch a lot of finance YouTubers, and maybe some politics as well. Shout out to Gary's Economics. I really enjoy his videos, and they've really changed my view on the world and the economy, the cost of living crisis, that kind of stuff. I'd also like to talk about some of the things that one of my favourite YouTubers, Jimmy the Giant, talks about. He did a really good video talking about escaping the alt-right pipeline. Maybe the wording's a bit iffy, but I think the message in there was really good, and definitely something that people in this space will relate to. As a young guy growing up, especially in my generation, I think it was easy to consume a lot of this content without realising the motive and underlying meaning behind a lot of it. For example, coming across a lot of these pundits, political pundits that have really large followings, you'll know who I'm talking about online, who they share their opinions on politics, and they do narratives and reaction videos. And I used to consume this, and a lot of the time take it as fact without actually challenging any of the ideas, because you'll see these people, they'll talk about something, whether it's politics or whatever, and I'll just take it as fact, because they're not being challenged, they're just talking. And I've since become a lot more critical of either side of the political spectrum and the content I consume, especially if it's one-sided. I much prefer, I really enjoy watching debates now between different opposing ideas, because then they're actually challenging each other and you're seeing different points of view, as opposed to just one side and just thinking that's fact. Because I think that's really a big topic of discussion these days with algorithms. For example, I've spoken to people in my life about this. If you maybe click on one video, say for example Jordan Peterson, you'll find that your algorithm will shift and you'll start getting more and more people in that sphere. It then goes to things like Ben Shapiro. I used to get PragerU videos, and before you know it, your whole timeline is just these right-wing views. Whether you agree with them or not, I don't think it's great to be just having this one-sided opinion just pushed down your throat on the media you consume daily. I much prefer a much more balanced view of the world. I think that's a healthier way to have discussions, a healthier way to live. And my own views have changed a lot, especially with, funnily enough, learning what critical thinking is. I think that's something that it took me a long time to actually learn. I don't know if anyone else felt that way, but it took me a long time to actually critically view certain things. And I learned this through university, for example. Where do the media get their ideas from? Where do health claims get their idea from that maybe a newspaper or a media channel will show? When I went to university, I didn't even know what a scientific article was, never mind the quality of a scientific article. So that was a really interesting moment where I was like, oh, right, okay, so maybe people claim things that aren't true. I'll talk a bit more about that in some other videos. It's a bit of a tangent. But yeah, that's been definitely a development through my early 20s until now. My views will definitely change over time, but I definitely think this is something people could relate to. And yeah, so that's basically going to be the channel. I'm going to give it a go and see how it turns out. Hopefully improve my videos and editing over time. So audio editing will hopefully get better and the way I speak will get better. But the goal here is just for this to be a hobby, creative outlet, and to connect with some people. So hopefully post some more videos soon. Let me know what anyone thinks of this format and the game. If there's anything that could be an obvious improvement. Yeah, so thanks for watching this far. I'm definitely going to try and upload some videos very soon. I've got a lot of ideas written out, and I'm just trying to capture some more gameplay that's good, and just see how this format works out. So yeah, thanks.